D-Dog was yesterday. What is going on, everybody? We should be live. Welcome to W.D.F.C. And I changed, I don't know if you guys noticed it, but I changed it. Instead of calling this a podcast, we're gonna be called Party Chat.
There we go.
So I changed that in the description, and it'll be good like that going forward. So, but yeah, appreciate everybody jumping in chat with us. We'll see how long this podcast goes. But want to welcome the W.D.F.C, Mr. Witty. What's going on, sir?
Proper Bartelli. Can't wait to get on and talk about more than Elder Scrolls and Fallout coming this millennium.
Yeah, maybe.
And it's great to see that World War III may not happen soon as well. If the little Rocket Man and little Tango Man can get along, Daz, I don't see why you and Mark can't just
fucking decide. No, fuck it. Don't that on me when I've just woke up.
And the D of WDFC, Mr. Daz, what's up, sir?
What's up, man? How's it going?
Yeah.
I'm fucking knackered. Okay,
well,
let's plod through it. Let's do it.
We'll cheer you up, sir.
Yes.
And the F of WDFC, myself, Mr. Fastback. I was Fastback today. I'm not a slowback, so.
You were, man.
Early. We're going early.
It's ultra fastback today.
Yes. Yeah. Put the supercharger on. And, of course, we got the C at WDFC, Mr. Coop. SuPRcooPR.
What's going on?
And as always, we got one of our great buddies, Mr. Stinking Corpse. Big supporter.
Yep. What's going on, guys?
The family of WDFC. He's the
is AKA Stinky Baby.
That's right. Stinky baby.
We can always add the S at the end. Who the fuck cares? Shit.
Yeah, that's right. Trying to figure out what the S could stand for, and that's good enough.
So
work on it. We'll come up with something not right.
But yeah, this podcast probably not gonna be too long. We have one main topic is.
You won't even see my list. You asked for the top 3. I've got top fucking 30.
Whoa, sir.
We don't need topics. We established this on the DazCast.
Save some of those for the rest of the year. But yeah, main topic is we're gonna talk about what sequels we want to see. There's quite a few games out there that it's been we haven't seen a sequel, so there might be a sequel, but we never know. But first we want to welcome everybody in chat. JD, Mr. J Street, what's up? Nathan, Mr. Natty Ragels, Siberia, Dirty J, Jago,
Mr. Invader.
Invader, baby.
Nice,
Invader, baby.
Nice new banner from Graphic God. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and also too, you guys, put in chat what kind of sequels you guys are looking forward to.
Mary Poppins.
Anything single player.
Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins.
But
coming, Daz.
Before we jump on that quick. Oh
Yeah.
I opened up mine early. I can't wait.
Fucking chat room. Go fuck yourself.
Hey, come on, sir. You can play with, sir. You can play with yourself all you want. The rest of us will play with each other.
Whoa.
Long as you're happy, whatever makes you happy.
No, you want to get involved in that, Daz?
No. I'll go back to sleep in a minute. I'm not listening to that shit.
I don't even know what y'all talking about.
We don't want it.
But let's see.
It's all about everyone being stinky, baby. That's what he's on about.
Let's see if we can get through this pretty quick, Mr. Stinking Corpse. What have you been playing this week?
Oh, not really been a whole lot. Yesterday, got to me and Supersonic Station got Siberia to do his first PSVR social experience on Rec Room last night, and that was a lot of fun. Then I downloaded Bloodborne for the PS4 since that was a free game this month, and didn't get to play any of it yet. I don't know how much of it I'll play, but I'm just a matter of getting around to it. And then over the weekend, I played Farpoint and finished that on the PSVR, and that's really about it this week.
Nice. How long did it take to finish that one?
Farpoint? Well, the first day, me and Noof played some of the co-op campaign stuff in it, and then after that, then I started playing. Actually, no, before that, I played a little bit of the single player. Probably altogether, it's, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 hours, maybe something like that. And it wasn't too bad. It's a pretty cool game. Definitely better if you have that aim controller, the gun controller that they've got.
Right.
Instead of trying to use the dual shot controller to keep moving it around, to use that to be your aim. But it's a pretty cool game. Got some cool stuff in it.
How do you move around in that game?
You just, it's just the toggle. The aim controller's got a toggle up by the front and a toggle in the back. The stupid thing is the settings on that game went from default. The default is that right trigger or right toggle, what normal FPSs or use that to turn around and look.
Yeah.
It's automatically turned off, so you got to go in the settings and turn it on, or otherwise you're like really going to struggle to try to actually turn around. For some reason, I don't know why they did that, but on the gun, it's the back toggle is what you use. So you just use the front one to make yourself run or sprint, and then that back one you can look left to right, and then of course moving the gun up and down. That's your aim. So pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, it's a cool game.
It's not on rails, like the port, like Doom VR. When they port you, right? Yeah. Cool. Mr. Coop.
Man, just mainly, pretty much just Division and Kingdom Come. Division has those new global events. They've got a new global event coming every weekend for the whole month of March, and they've been fun. So.
What was that one that we were playing earlier?
We were doing one of the incursions. What was it? Falcon Lost, I think.
That dude, that is hard as shit.
Oh my gosh, man, that was ridiculous. Well, I had it on challenging. That was on one of the harder difficulties. Yeah. And it's got the modifier with the, that's the whole thing with the global event. Each global event has like this this modifier. Last one was infected. This one's called assault. So the closer you are to the enemies, the weaker they are. But then the further you're away from your enemies, the stronger they are. So the snipers just like one-shot you. That's what was happening with us. But yeah, that's been fun. They have these masks you can get, and there's it's a really good way to get classified gear. And but yeah, it's been fun. Definitely.
Yeah, I just need to get back in and play longer and just get used to it and just keep grinding.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fun.
It seems like every time I go back to the Division, I got to relearn shit again.
Like, that's any game, though.
You were trying to show me where the deal was. I'm like, what the hell? I can't see it.
Yeah, that's any game, though.
Yeah.
You leave it for a while, you forget.
Mr. Daz, what have you been playing?
Fuck all, because I'm a casual.
No, I've just been buying all these racing games this week, haven't you?
Yeah.
Some of your TT videos, that game looks pretty sick.
Yeah, the game looks cool.
Not $60 though.
That wasn't me. Yeah, fucking bit of WRC 7. Fucking knocks the socks off 5 and 6, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Forza, usual shit. And yes, TT, Iron Man. Fastest fucking racer I've played in a long time. Man.
Looks pretty sick.
Yeah,
and
I gotta check that out.
When you're going full fucking pelt, mate, and you got to slow down, you're fucking soon off that bike.
Well, I'll say this: you're better than that fucking other lad I saw streaming it.
Oh, that.
In that one, can you go from first or third view?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know you were talking about it in DazCast, and I was like, I can't. Yeah, I can't do first person view when I'm in a car.
Oh, it's the only way to do it, mate. So then fucking one.
I can't do it.
I think on that one you got to have to.
No, you can do it normal view. You get your two standard views, and you get your first person, and then obviously just the track. But yeah, it's the only way to race it. It's I used to be a fan of Manx TT on the Sega Saturn, so it's similar sort of handling from that. You've got your left brake, you got your normal brake, your left brake, your rear brake. You've got to fucking alternate between them all depending on corners and shit. Yeah, it's pretty fucking cool, man. Scary as fuck.
You'll fucking maybe get a co-op buddy and get them inside car.
Yeah. I got sidecars, yeah.
Sidecar, shit.
No, so I think they got to add it or something next update or something.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to get a lot of tracks. You get the main track, which is 36 miles fucking long.
Yeah.
That's fucking impressive though to get a race that long.
Yeah, it takes about 20 minutes. So that's what I think I recorded when I put it up on YouTube. But then you get all the other tracks you could do in sections and shit like different bikes and whatever. Yeah, it's fucking pretty good. If you're a motorbike fan, don't bother with MotoGP or fuck all like that. Just get TT.
Nice. Yeah, real quick myself. Play a little bit of Division with Coop earlier today. I've kind of, ever since State of Decay 2 was announced, I guess I got all excited. So the last 2 days I streamed State of Decay 1 for at least an hour or so. Just kind of refresh my memory. And then kind of, if anybody ever wants to check it out, kind of let them know what it's all about. But even going back, it's been like 4 years since I played it, and it's still fun. Definitely, a lot more going on than just killing zombies. So I think even the first one was $20, and it was well worth the price. They probably just wanted to get it out there and introduce themselves. The first game, and the second one, which kind of like we're talking about sequels. I'm so awesome that it's coming out and then it looks even better. So, and still even the badass sprites too. So that's why I'll be buying the Ultimate Edition.
No.
Yes, sir. Yes. And,
no. Ultimate Editions are a rip-off.
Well, I don't know. That one.
Well,
it cost at least $20 at the thought. So
I gotta look to see, but how much each of the DLCs are gonna cost, but. And $49 for the Ultimate Edition.
$10 each, aren't they? So
maybe
getting the first game as well, which fair enough you already own, but I suppose you can give it away and give away some shit.
Yeah, if it allows me to, I'm gonna. I'm sure it has a code with it. And then of course I've been playing my Kingdom Come Deliverance. Just getting through that. So that one's still so much shit to do. And even at that, like me and Coop, we were in a party chat with Rick, a couple other guys, and if all of us are talking about a certain mission or a quest, we all did it a different way,
Yeah, had a different outcome.
Amazing how
it's pretty crazy.
So many ways, and even Rick was saying that you probably have to play that game 3 times just to see the different outcomes, different ways of getting around, and figuring out how to, do this and that. So,
well, I'm basically on my second playthrough. I didn't finish it on Xbox, but I got it on PC, and I mean, half the missions that I've done that I did on the Xbox that I've done on PC have all come out different. I mean, you win a speech thing, or you lose a speech thing, and this goes this way, or you talk to somebody else that you didn't talk to last time, and they lead you in a different way, and it's crazy.
Yeah,
deep game.
Yeah, it is. Mr. Witty, what have you been up to?
Well, I've been rockstar in it.
It's been drinking energy drinks.
Yeah.
Over the weekend I was playing mainly GTA 5, that Doomsday Heist with my mate. But then end of weekend I thought, fuck it, you know, and decided to go through Red Dead again.
Cool.
Get used to mechanics and I can judge, you know, Red Dead 2 properly when I play that. You know, because usually I'm not a fan for like going back to games, fucking like in like months leading up to a new game. You know, usually I just, you know, have my fond memories from years back and go in and enjoy a game for what it is. And well, now after playing it, some of my hype's kind of like for Red Dead 2's like kind of dropped a bit just because some of the mechanics are pretty piss poor, to be honest with you. He's got the most terriblest jump I've probably ever seen in a game.
Well, sir, he's a cowboy, sir. Cowboys can't fucking jump.
Yeah, but he can go into slow mo and shoot people in fucking dead eye, like. But
yeah, you got a point there. Cowboys can't do that.
Drop.
I missed something there. What happened? I was doing something.
No, just me moaning about our piss poor summer Red Dead mechanics. So yes, for me, Red Dead 2 was basically it's got to go Fallout 4 proportions on upgrade to the game for me to be happy with it.
Well, I'm sure they will. I mean,
well, yeah,
you know, you got to figure too. It's going to be upgraded from GTA 5 mechanics. You know.
Oh yeah.
Root from there at least.
That year was fucking teaspoon in a cup.
It doesn't help when you know they don't show gameplay for it. It's like, oh, it is a delay to his game. It's coming like another 6 months down the line. Here, have some screenshots. I don't want to see fucking screenshots. I want some fucking gameplay. Like, you know, I'm not going to get excited over, the game looks better than the last one. Of course, it's got to look better than the last one. It's 8 years later, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Depends what screenshots you're looking at, Witty. Anyway, Stinky Baby.
Ready.
Beer.
Nice.
What's up, Dirty J?
What's up?
Oh shit, Dirty J. What's going on, buddy?
Yeah, I decided to stop by. You know, say hello to my friends.
Right
Who is this weirdo Dirty J you speak of?
What have you been playing, sir? Real quick. What have you been playing?
I've been playing some Forza with Corpse. I meant to say some Forza with Siberia.
I'll say I don't remember playing
that. And PUBG with Xbox Mel, and that's about it.
Nice.
I forgot to mention I've downloaded that Burnout remaster bollocks as well. I had to go on it last night. It's exactly the fucking same. Obviously, it just looks a little bit better. How much is it going for?
Video and YouTube's fucking compression didn't fucking do it.
Yeah, it didn't do it any justice. No. That's in 4K.
Oh, no.
4K blurry graphics.
Yeah. No, it might have had something to do with going through the video editor. I'll do another one and just upload it without the fucking intro. I'll just slap it straight up.
Yeah.
Might look a bit better that way.
Now, Daz, is that demo available for everybody, or do you need Game Pass?
No, you need EA access. It's 10-hour trial, what you usually get.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But it does have achievements. You can unlock your achievements on it.
Gotcha.
So I don't know if it's limited or not. I'm just going to play it until I fucking run out of 10 hours, mate.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, it's just identical. It didn't really do that much for me apart from the fucking lighting effects and shit. But apart from that, mate, it's just the fucking same shit.
Yeah.
I hear you.
I'm on.
But
it's obviously it's a lot faster. You know, but not as fast as TT, I don't know.
Not that fast.
On the EA Access, did they just say that they were adding stuff from Rocksteady, like the Batman games and stuff like that?
No, that's only on
Origin. Only on PC?
Yeah.
Origin Access is
that makes no fucking sense.
But yeah, it's a separate.
Well,
but but the thing is, I was talking to Coop about this earlier, and all them games that they said that were coming from Warner Brothers, none of them are backwards compatible games anyway. So it's like, that's probably why they're not on the EA access.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes you wonder too. Like maybe Rocksteady is seeing how it goes on EA access, and then maybe they'll make a deal with the Xbox for Game Pass.
Yeah, well, no, like I said, maybe they'll make them games backwards compatible and just put them on EA access. Can't see them going and putting them on fucking Origin access and then putting them on Game Pass. That one.
I see why not, because they don't have Origin access on consoles. So
yeah, but they just need to make them games backwards compatible, and then
they can. Yeah. All right. Well, let's go ahead and start on our topic as far as sequels, because of course, right now I'm happy already. State of K2 is coming out, so that was definitely a sequel that I wanted to see. So it's not like Xbox doesn't try to do sequels, but we all know a couple of games that people have been making noise, about.
That wouldn't even made my list anyway, because I have rules to my list, and it's got to. We can't add one of them games this generation.
Yes, it's nicked the new list off Chris Jericho.
Well, for me, stuff like last gen that you'd want to sort of a sequel on this gen for, If we've had a game already this gen, then chances are that they've probably got to make another one anyway. And that's another thing I've left off. It's like, I'd really want Fable 4, but chances are we know that we're getting a Fable 4 now, so it's like I'm not going to put it on my list because we're gonna get it.
Well, yeah. I mean, especially when it's already pretty much proven that it is being worked on. So,
well, it's still speculation in my eyes till we get some proof.
Yeah, it happened.
Someone say so.
Well, let's start off with Dirty J. Dirty J, what do you want to see? It don't matter
Pit Fighter 2.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
I'm just playing.
That'll come with the new Atari system that's coming.
I'm just playing. I hated Pit Fighter, man. I bought that game. I almost damn near cried as a kid. See, all the games that I play all the games that I played, they already have sequels, so this is hard for me to choose. But I wish they would make a Test Drive Unlimited 3 because I enjoyed the hell out of Test Drive Unlimited 2.
I'm right there with you, sir.
That was a good one. Yeah.
I played the shit out of the first two.
That was my Forza Horizon before Forza Horizon.
Was. Absolutely, yeah.
That's where they got inspiration from. I think they even have some of the developers that went over there.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Some of them went to Playground. Some of them went to Ubisoft that worked on the crew. Yeah, because you can see that, some of that. That's a good one.
About it.
Yeah, nice. Mr. Stinking Corpse.
Oh shit. I don't know, one game that I don't know if many of you guys played it, but it was an earlier game that they eventually gave away for free that I thought was kind of cool on this gen was that Murdered Soul Suspect. Where you play as that cop that got murdered and you try to solve your own murder, and at the same time you're kind of trying to lead other people or figure out their stuff. I kind of thought that was kind of cool. And of course, I'd like to see a Rise 2, whether or not that happens or not. But other than that, really, any of the other games I would really like to see extras of. I mean, they already got others of. I'd like to see, I guess on Sony's side, I'd like to see another Farpoint just because of how the weird ending of the first one is. But whether or not it could play out that way, that may be the only Farpoint that there ever is. But it'd be kind of cool if they kept doing something like that. But that's the only two I can think of, really.
Yeah, cool. You, Mr. Coop?
Man, J Street just mentioned a good one I didn't even think about. Split Second 2.
Yeah.
Just got to play that for the first time. That game holds up now. It was a fun game.
Nice.
But yeah, Disney. I don't know who. Anyway, the first one that popped into my head was Bully, and I know we've been rumored that there's something in the works on that, but I don't know. I mean, I'd love to get clarification, but that game was so fun. I'd love to see the continuation of that one. That game was a blast. I don't know if you guys played that or not, but
yep.
I tried playing it, but I didn't like that fucking time shit.
No?
Yeah, you just get used to it. You just gotta do it. It wasn't.
Yeah, I didn't really give it that much time, man. I gave it about half an hour. I found that I was managing to get out of classroom, out at fucking place, and then I had to go back to do something or other or whatever, and I just couldn't be asked with that timed fucking bullshit.
Yeah, that was a good one. I love that. I love that game. Another
Shout
one.
out to dude real quick.
Yeah, Brent. What's up, man? Another one that they just gave some love to that I thought is Crimson Skies from OG Xbox, man. That was like one of my favorite games on OG Xbox. I can't believe, because I mean there was always a ton of people playing that back in the day. I was just amazed that they have not brought another one to that.
Mm-hmm.
And then being a Star Wars fan, I had a couple Republic Commando.
Oh shit! Yeah, just as you mentioned that first thing that popped in my head is
man, that game was so good.
That was
definitely want another Republic Commando and Star Wars Bounty Hunter. I know that. I mean, that was the early PS1, right?
Yeah. I was thinking it was PS2.
Yeah, I thought PS2.
Maybe, but I know the controls were kind of funky in that.
Yeah, they were kind of funky, but
you were trying to get your bounties and stuff. The camera was kind of, so I'd love to see that same idea, in the Star Wars universe, and but with new generation, with the new generation graphics and controls,
better controls.
Yeah, because I love that, third person action. I love that Bounty Hunter game. That was one of my favorite Star Wars games, and. I'm trying to think. The other one was on the GameCube. There was a game called Eternal Darkness.
Yes.
You guys remember that game?
Yes.
No.
Like that. Oh man, it was a crazy game. It totally messed with you. It would delete it would make you think that it deleted your save file, or
oh shit.
The screen. It was kind of like they tried to give like the player make it feel like the game just messed with you the whole time, and it was a pretty good story too. It was a cool concept. It was a really cool game. I'd love to. I guess they tried to at one point to make a sequel to it or something. There was some issue with the original developer or something. And I don't know what the whole deal was, but I don't know if you guys anybody has a game. I think it was on GameCube. And
yeah, that's what I'm looking at. It's GameCube and Windows.
Oh, it was on Windows?
It's what I'm looking at here. It says came out June 24th, 2002. Platforms GameCube and Microsoft Windows.
Nice. Yeah,
it's a long time ago.
Yeah.
I still have my GameCube copy. I still have that one. But yeah, that was a great one. That was a cool game. I just love that concept. It was just something totally out of left field, and it was really, really cool game. I mean, there was some Jade Empire. That was BioWare at its finest. That game was awesome. I always wanted to see. I love that old kung fu style kind of. I'd love to see a reboot or continuation sequel to that one, and then Tenchu. I know that one had sequels.
Ooh, I remember that.
Yeah, I wanted the first two. I think it was the first couple that I think those were PS1.
Yeah,
and then PS2 had one that was like Wrath of Heaven or something like that. That was, I think,
never got to play that one.
Yeah, that one was good. But then it kind of got cartoony with the later, like they had Tenchu Z and there was a couple others. But man, I really want From Software they bought the rights to that IP that did Bloodborne. So Dark Souls obviously. So I'm hoping that they do something. Some people were speculating that little teaser they showed last year was something from that could have been Bloodborne 2 or even a Tenchu game. So I'm kind of hoping it's a Tenchu game. So we'll see. But
because they showed that at the Game Awards, right?
Yeah, that's what it was. Game Awards. Yeah.
We need another Pac-Man.
You, Daz? What are you think about when sequels?
I No.
Batman.
They got to be fucking done, lads. And we've got to have the beer simulator, goat simulator.
The beer simulator.
In its stinking baby. Now, obviously, guys, we all want that fucker. I'd like to see another Bulletstorm.
Oh shit! I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I'd like to see another one too.
That'd be pretty cool. Not as cartoony though. Maybe.
True.
Yeah.
But keep the same language how they had in the first one.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm being a fan of the Unreal series on the PC. I'd like to see a new Unreal tournament for the next gen. But I doubt we'll see that. You know what I mean?
No fighting? Any fighting games?
Obviously, there's another Mortal Kombat in the works anyway. So
yeah,
it's like Sony will get all the fucking the Street Fighters, won't they?
Yeah, even like J Street, he brought up the Warriors.
The Warriors, fucking hell.
Yeah, SOCOM. Dude's been bringing up SOCOM.
Yeah, Alan Wake. That's a good one.
Is that Punky Dish?
Yeah, Alan Wake.
Yeah, I need to go back and play those. Yeah. Mr. Witty.
Are you ready?
Ready. We're warming up in a minute.
I'm about 10 years. Well, it goes without saying, and I didn't even number this because obviously it's number one, but I don't even count it as being number one because it's coming. But Bethesda, get off your ass and fuck off these two new IP that I don't know anything about and I don't give a shit about. I want Elder Scrolls 6, and then I want you to start working on Fallout 5. Simple as. Nothing more, nothing less. Right, I'll get to the proper shit, right? And I've said this loads of times anyway. I want a new Midnight Club. You know, it's basic.
It's a good one.
It's 10 years since we had last one. Like, we should have had at least 2 games, if not 3 or 4 games. You know, no one else would have fucked about, but you know, I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, it may be a dead IP that women may never get, so that's why I put it as number 1. Number 2, I've got to put Silent Hill because basically we haven't had one for ages now, and
we tried.
It's Konami and it that made that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A few years back and said they weren't going to make any other games other than Pro Evolution. Obviously, they've gone back on that because they've fucking made Metal Gear Survive, which nobody likes and nobody's going to ever buy. But for fuck's sake, just make a fucking Silent Hill for fuck's sake. Just about
it was in the works. Guillermo del Toro was working. It was in the works.
Did they really have one?
Yeah. They put out that, what is that, PT, that crazy little beta, the trial thing they had. That was insane.
Yeah, it was in the works, then it got canceled for some reason.
Yeah, Konami pulled the plug on it.
Yep.
All I can say, though, if we never get a fucking other Silent Hill, it's a fucking crying shame, man, because that shit deserves to come back. You know, they're pretty damn good games, you know.
Yeah, I agree.
And then another one that I will probably never ever get again. Did you ever play the Prince of Persia trilogy on like PS2?
Yeah.
I love them games.
Yeah, those are
something
fun.
like that. I know they all fucking it's Ubisoft aren't got a fucking perfect thing when they've got Assassin's Creed and all that, but yeah, I just think it's not a rival to Assassin's Creed because it had totally different elements to it, like pause in time. It's like, did you play the other one as well? Not the 2008 one because that were pretty shit. That were just a total fucking like copy and paste fucking like letdown of a game. But the 2010 one, Forgotten Sands, that were
yeah, I got a piece of
more like the other ones. You had to like fucking pause time while you were jumping. They like had to freeze these like fucking water fucking shoots so you could like jump on them and jump to the next one and that. Lots so you kept having to unports like time to turn fucking water from fucking running water to fucking like sheet type thing. You know,
I remember that.
Another one. You know, so Ubisoft or whoever, get off your ass and give us another Prince of Persia.
Yeah, you bitches, do it.
Yeah, motherfuckers.
Jago.
What's up, brother?
Jago.
What's up? I hate traffic.
Yeah.
Sorry, Witty, I interrupted you.
Take him down.
It's all good, man.
Nice.
Jago do his intros and then I'll carry on.
Cool.
What's up, Jago?
What you been doing, Jago? Not a lot. Just ran in the house, fed the dogs, and jumped in.
Sir, you got time, sir? You could have got your beer.
Oh, no, I got one. I already cracked it, so I can't do ready beer.
I don't know what dickhead made that shit up, you know what I mean?
I'm telling you, if I had a back, what I've been playing, the game of life. The last time I gamed was Monday.
Yeah, that game sucks sometimes.
Yeah, it's like shoots and ladders. You don't know where the hell you're gonna end up. Oh God! I went to work at. Oh, my job sucks. I got to work at 6:30 this morning, and I just rolled in the house now. That's terrible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We're just feeling sick, Jago. Fuck it. If I'm being sick, I'll still get paid for it.
God. And now my boss man wants me to work one day this weekend. I said, not tomorrow. Hell no.
Yeah.
He said, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. I pretty much did, but he's like, please, hit a little tear emoji. And, you know, I'm like, get the fuck out of here, dude. Come on. We're busy. I'm like, we're always busy or we're always slow. One or the other around this place. Stop it. Oh, God, whatever. I literally haven't done anything fast back. Just jumped in podcast.
I appreciate it, sir.
I ain't even took my boots off, brother. No, it's a bunch of great guys you got in here.
Yeah.
That's telling my boss man a while ago, and the other guy that I work with. I was like, man, it's like hanging out at a bar with your friends drinking a beer. It's like, and the other guy was like, well, why don't you just go to a bar? I was like, fuck that. Stay at home and hang out. So they don't have to drive.
Safer.
Yep.
Less expensive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All the above.
Yep. We'll go back to Witty. Jago, give you some time. We're gonna go back to Witty and let him finish.
Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut him off.
No. And you finished, Witty?
No,
No, he's still got another 20 more games.
I'm only about quarter of the way through.
No, keep going, sir.
Yeah, well, I'd love a single player Star Wars game because fuck all this bullshit with multiplayer. I don't give a fuck about that. What the bullshit fucking Respawn I got to do. I want a single player Star Wars game. Preferably...
You don't like loot boxes for the win?
No.
I'd say another Republic Commando.
Well, preferably I'd want it to be an open world game, but even if it were like story driven linear, you know, like Force Unleashed, I'd take another one of them.
Oh yeah, Force Unleashed.
You know, good games. It's like, why not fucking do another one?
So
something along the same lines.
So Respawn, what do y'all think? Do you think they're doing because they've done Call of Duty and Titanfall.
Love Titanfall.
Are we getting a Star Wars game that's
it's probably
that's going to be multiplayer and it's got to have some kind of campaign.
No, it does.
Yeah.
Then that Super Star Wars fucking remastered. Fuck it. I was 17 side scroller.
Hell yeah.
My guess would be like Titanfall, apart from where in the Star Wars universe, and riddled with fucking microtransactions, so they can scam as much money out of fucking
fuck that
Star Wars as they can.
It's the Sith way, sir. The Sith way.
Yeah. Another one I'd like to what happened to all these 007 games we used to get on like PS2? Like we had
They're all gone.
games.
Man.
We got Xbox 360. We got like
They ran out of material, Witty.
And then another game that were tied to it, and that's it. We hadn't had fuck all. It's like back in PS2 days, it didn't have to be tied to a movie. It was just, oh, here's James Bond, blah blah blah, whatever. Fucking here you go. It's like, give us some of that shit. I don't even know who developed them games, but they need to get off their ass and give us some of that shit. Because who don't want to be a spy who's shagging all these bitches and took cars with all these fucking guns shooting out of them and whatnot.
Let's have an Austin Powers fucking game. Fuck it.
You want your salad tossed or stirred, sir?
License to drink. Okay.
And look, another one is like, well, this is what I called for last gen. I want like more RPGs, like some games I love last gen that we'll probably never see again, or whatever, like Kingdoms of Amalur, Two Worlds.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Another one, this Divinity 2. I don't know if it's tied to that fucking Divinity original thing. I don't know. God knows with that, but a totally different game. Actually, open world RPG. You got to be able to turn into a fucking dragon and all this shit. It was a short game, and even last gen, I was like calling for more of them games because not that many developers actually release that type of game anymore.
Yeah.
Damn shit.
There's a lot of games that publishers don't release anymore, or genres.
Well, Panzer Dragoon as well.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever play Defiance, Witty? I heard that supposedly they're making a second one.
I played it when it were free to play, but that wasn't an RPG to me. It was an MMO.
Yeah.
Thing.
Yeah,
and it was like shooting, so it was like different.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd take one of them. I wouldn't say no to it being free to play as well.
Shocker.
Find out.
And yeah, another thing we don't get a lot of nowadays. I want more horror games like Alan Wake, Alone in Dark, even stuff like Alien, Predator. Like,
Yes.
It's like, I hear a lot of people talk shit about like that Colonial Marines game, but if you ask me, that was probably one of the better fucking decent alien games we've had.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I got that game. It wasn't too bad.
Because it's like that Isolation. It was a good game, but I spent most of my time hiding under tables because I couldn't kill.
Spend all your time hiding in a locker.
Yeah.
Like right towards the end of the game, and it said, "Oh, here's a gun. Well, you're going into this fucking like alien nest, and you killed a couple of facehuggers, and you shot an alien. You still couldn't kill it. You could only scare it off." And it's like, aliens are supposed to be fucking actiony out there, not just hiding under the table all the time.
Yeah, exactly. I agree.
I get the way they went, because it kind of took more of a
fear,
like the first Alien movie, where they want a lot of action and more fucking riding off in this and other. So I kind of
more of survival.
Yeah, I want more fucking action in it, to be quite fair. And another one as well, which is totally it's like supernaturally the Darkness. They were alright games. I won't say best games ever, but I'd like them to do a third one. And then BioShock, hopefully whoever does that, they'll get off their ass and bring us into BioShock. Max Payne. The only thing with Max Payne though is I preferred the first two, and then Rockstar
Max Payne, good one.
I don't know. I want to fucking much of a fan of fucking free, to be honest with you. Other games like Crisis.
Crisis. Yes.
I don't know what's going on with them though. They're in difficulty, weren't they? God knows who bought them out or whatnot. God knows. But someone needs to make another one of them games. And Red Faction as well. I loved the first two of them games. I wasn't too much of a fan of Guerrilla, but I'd definitely take another Red Faction. And like Rage or Borderlands. Well, I know we're going to get another Borderlands eventually, so, and I wasn't too much a fan of all that fucking. It was basically designed around 4-player co-op, but that's why I'd rather have a Rage, because it was basically the Borderlands, but the single-player version of Borderlands.
Rage for the win. Speaking of,
and then a couple
ready. Beer.
Did any of you play the Born game last gen? I think it was Born Conspiracy.
I am.
I really enjoyed that game. It basically was kind of dumbed up, fucking like a few movies and that lot. Fucking lot of action and like fighting hand to hand with people.
Any shagging?
I can't remember, but he went and tried to kill that black man on his boat. But you got fucked over and crisis of conscience because some kids were there. Another one I played last gen as well. It's part of the OG thing. I've never played the original one, the Dead to Rights, but I played the one last gen, the Dead to Rights Retribution, I think it was called.
Dead to Rights was good.
It was like, yeah, man, I really enjoyed that one. You got to like control dog and like for a couple of bits at game and like go stealth kill people and rip the fucking throats out. But yeah, that's it for my list.
I'm sure it is.
But the thing is, it's that long since we've got them games that we'll probably never see them again.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, surprise, even a while back when we had Jade Street on and he was talking about Vanquish, and supposedly here we are. There's going to be a Vanquish game.
Yeah.
Well,
you just never know.
It's just, the devs might be having a break for a while and this and other. It's like there's other games I'd like to have. It's like Dead Space as well, but I kind of understand. Well, obviously, Visceral being fucking shut down now, so we're never going to get a Dead Space.
And that's the thing, that if maybe sometimes these devs might try to propose it, and then the publisher or whoever will be like, no, we're not feeling that right now.
Well, with Dead Space, so I think they're done with the story. I don't think we're ever going to do it, to be quite fair.
Yeah.
It's like they kind of rounded it off, fucking the Isaac Clarke died, and the fucking third one, fucking saving, shooting the moon, saving the world, all that shit. So to go make a fourth one when all that shit's happened, it's like, where do you go?
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably why they put on the shelf.
My feelings on Halo, it's like maybe they should have just kept it a trilogy and left it like that. Rather than
we'll see what happens in 6.
It's like Halo.
We're gonna go from there.
Fucking arse. You should have let it die years ago.
Whoa.
We'll see what happens in 6 and 7 and 8 and 9.
That's right.
10 and 11 and 12.
By the time we get to 12, Xbox will have nowhere at all.
I think everyone will have killed the Sen fucking before they get to 12, man. It's like, no, not on Halo, fucking 12. My God.
It'll be on PS4 by then. Don't worry, or PlayStation. Mr.
I put orange juice in chat, so that reminded me we want a new juice as well.
Wow.
Some vodka to go with that.
How about street style and racing? What was that? Every time you won a race, you got to see a girl in a bikini dancing.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine that on next gen.
Could upgrade that. Jago, what a couple of games are you looking sequels? You're hoping?
Oh, good. Oh, well, my list isn't going to be quite as long as Witty's. Hell, I can't remember half the ones I've played over the years.
He's good.
I had to go through my fucking.
One is Enslaved. What was it? Odyssey to the West, I think.
I remember that.
I love that game. I bought it for $8 and it blew me away because I waited. I saw like the trailer back in 20, whatever it was. And I waited like 3 years and I picked it up at GameStop for like $8 and it blew me away. It was so good. It's a very underrated game. If you haven't played it, you need to play it. Shit. Murdered Soul Suspect. I enjoyed that game and they got trashed.
Yeah.
Very good game.
Trash. It was basically a Telltale game, just about. You actually got to control your character better.
I thought it was a good game, man. I mean, it was the first game you're playing as a ghost. What other game did that? I mean, really, like that game did it. I mean, I thought it was a really good game. I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it too. It was one of the games I brought up that would like to see a sequel to.
And you see spoilers. If you haven't played it now, you suck. Whatever. Your character dies right at the beginning, and you have to just go through kind of manipulating people, watching out for ghosts or demons, and picking up the clues because you're a detective. Thought that was cool as shit, dude. And nope. Probably never see a sequel to that.
Hold on, I don't mean to interrupt, but before I forget, I would like to see a sequel to Heavenly Sword.
Yeah,
that was a great game.
A good one.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I do. I have played PlayStation since it came out. So, Beyond Two Souls with Ellen Page. I thought that was a fantastic story-driven game. It had 8 different endings.
Damn.
It seemed like because that's the same developer from Detroit, right?
Yeah, I think so. The same one that did like Heavy Rain.
They never done a sequel, right? Seems like they're just coming up with new stories, and so whatever comes after Detroit is probably gonna be something different, which is good.
What? That's another one. Heavy Rain. Heavy Rain it blew me away when I played it on a 360. I mean, it was crazy, and we haven't seen a sequel to that. Two right off the top of my head that I still have, because most of my games are at my parents' house in storage. But there's 2 sitting on my shelf that I do have, and Corpse can attest to this. I've talked about them many times in podcasts, whatever. Asura, I don't know how you pronounce it. I don't know. Asura's Wrath or Azura's Wrath.
Asura, I think is how you say it.
So good. It's so good. Makes you feel like a total badass. It's the story's good. Just everything about it, just the soundtrack, everything. It might not be for some people, but I've beat that game twice. I mean, if I had my 360 hooked up, I would probably play through it again. It's so good. If you like Japanese anime or you just like that art, anything, Japanese culture, comics or anime, whatever, you would love that game. And I mean, it just makes you feel like a total badass. Another one that we'll probably never see a sequel to is Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. It starred Raiden. Raiden was one of the best characters in the Metal Gear franchise ever. Don't get me wrong, Solid Snake and Liquid Snake from the first one, fantastic. Solid Snake, Big Boss, the shit. But if you wanted to have another character that could carry on the franchise in a different direction, that would have been Raiden. I mean, he was a badass. I can't even say half, probably three-quarters cyborg and human. Just a ninja, total badass. Kind of like what was the ninja in the very first one? Gray Fox in the very first Metal Gear, who could cloak himself. Yeah, man. We'll probably never see it. And if you haven't played that game, shame on you. You need to play it. I've beat that game probably 6 times. It's that good because it's Metal Gear. Not like this Metal Gear Survive trash. That is trash. It just Metal Gear name. Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance is that good. I got Corpse. You bought it, right?
Yeah, I got it.
Have you beat it?
I haven't beat it. No, I haven't played it since all these other games that I ended up buying.
But you.
Yeah, I've played a few of the early missions on it. It's a cool game. I like it.
Did you get to the first boss or any of the bosses?
What I remember, I I'm on the mission where you have the dog with you.
Yeah, because you beat the dog. You beat him, and then he becomes your companion.
Yeah, companion, and you go down into the sewers. I remember.
Okay, so you beat the first boss, the girl. The girl with all.
I trashed her. Yeah, I fucked her up good.
But doesn't it remind you of a regular Metal Gear game with Solid Snake? With the bosses. Remember how the bosses are, and all the Metal Gear games are outlandish and just over the top, crazy. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Doesn't it remind you of it? Just like you're playing a Metal Gear.
Yeah, it's got that feel.
But it's a Metal Gear game, but with writing. It is total badass. But we'll never see a sequel to that game. No. Bullshit. Any others I can think of? Lord. Oh, Quantum Break. another one of my, because I love time travel. If you grew up I think most of us did. You grew up in the era we did. Back to the Future was one of the biggest franchises out there movie-wise, and that's why I think that is what got me hooked on loving time travel. That and Quantum Leap. If you ever watched Quantum Leap, Scott Bakula, it's good shit. And Quantum Break reminded me of that. You know what I'm saying? And I thought the story, the graphics, what they were, whatever. The game looked fantastic on the OG Xbox when I played it, and it got trashed. Why?
Well, it's just but the ponies were right at the time. The game can be completed in 4 hours if you skip all the cutscenes. You just rush through the fucking.
I don't think I ever beat it in 4 hours. I always try to do everything. I never skip a cutscene. I always want to see it. Yeah. Even if I beat it
especially the first time through.
This is my example, right? Chapter 4, the first bit of chapter 4 or whatever it's fucking called, act, chapter, whatever.
Yeah.
Basically, you go through, you've got 2 fights in the fucking level. One on a bridge against this big guy and four little guys. And then another fight, I think, earlier on. And then you've got one of them time stutter fucking puzzles towards end at level. And that's it. That's all the level had. And the first couple of acts at game, I was like, fair enough, there's not much action because it's building up or whatever, but kind of like Gears.
I guess I got sucked in it.
It was just a proper letdown. It was one of the games that I looked at E3 before I joined this gen, and I chose Xbox because of that game. I thought it could be a shit story-driven game. I wasn't expecting it to be 20, 30 hours or whatever, but I was at least expecting it to be 10 to 15 or something like that, similar to what Alan Wake was. And it was just a total fail. There were next to no gameplay at all. And them time stutters as well that I were on about. There were 2 of them in the entire game. It was just, I don't know, there were next to no gameplay, and I think they spent most of the budget on that game.
Well, let's put it this way. What was that? I can't remember now. It was one of the launch titles for the 360. It was a time game. Was it Time Splitters? No, I don't think it was Time Splitters. It was almost like a launch title for the 360. Oh God, it may have been Time Shift. Yeah, you play that game. And let's be honest, one of the coolest powers you could ever have, if you actually could have them as a human being, would be to stop time, rewind time, pause time.
Oh yeah, the gameplay, the moves were
you play Time Shift and you play Quantum Break. Which one drew you in story wise and just how cool his powers were? That's why it sucked me in. I was like, man, this is cool as shit.
Well, I never played that Time Shift, but like I said,
Time Shift was shit compared to that.
The gameplay was sweet. The powers were good. It looked alright and that. It's just there were next to no action. There were 2 to 3 bits of action, combat encounters per level. Even when you got to last act in game, chapter 5, and that looked you started getting a fair bit then, but you should have got that by Act 2.
I didn't mind. I didn't mind the grind, a little bit of grind in the game for for the power.
It was just over all too quick, man. There were next to no gameplay, you know, like the powers were good, but
it made you feel like you earned them, I guess. I'll say that. It made you feel like you earned them.
Yeah, like most games, they just kind of want to walk you through it.
Yeah,
tell everything actually at once.
And they kind of went with the story too in Quantum Break, you know, because they had the live action TV, which I thought was cool as shit too. That could have been its own series. Because I actually set my controller down and was like, oh, TV time. Let's see what's going on. Because it focused on the bad guys. Thought that was cool as shit. I mean, I know it probably cost them a fortune to make, and that's probably another reason why we won't ever see a sequel to it. But I thought they'd knocked it out of the park. That's one of the reasons why Killer Instinct and Quantum Break, when the Xbox One, got rid of, E3 2013, when it was on stage and they were talking about TV sports. But when they showed what games they showed, Killer Instinct was day one. I knew that. I said, well, you got my money, Microsoft, not buying a PS4, because I didn't day one. I waited probably 3 years to buy it. And then they showed Quantum Break. And at that time, it was with, in the trailer, it had a different actor. It wasn't Sean Ashmore, if you go back and look at it.
Yeah.
But even with the other guy, I didn't give a fuck. I don't care who I was playing with as the character. Even then, that trailer sold me. It sold me. I was like, yes, sir.
Like, same with me. Like, I was looking at a game at E3, and it sold me on getting the Xbox One over a PlayStation. But when I actually got to play the game, when it was around that release, when I got on Twitter, and I actually defended Quantum Break on Twitter, and then when I got to play the game, I was like, well, to be quite fair,
I will always defend Quantum Break.
Pretty good point, to be honest with you. If you skip all them fucking whatever they're called, the end at fucking thing, them choices you fucking make, and you just watch your fucking 20 fucking episode. If you cut all that shit out,
I'll say one more.
You could easily go through that game in 4, 5, maybe 6 hours, and that is just.
I never beat it that fast.
I took about 8 hours or something to complete it, but that one with me reading all these fucking emails and this and other.
Like Tekken 7, fucking 30 minutes.
Speed run through it, just for whatever. Like, I've been done in no time because next to no gameplay to the game.
I'll say one more, and we can move on. It was a PlayStation game, and I thought it was fantastic because I like story-driven games. You know what I'm saying? I love shooters. I'm a big shooter fan, but I sometimes like to be immersed to the point where I feel like I'm like playing and watching a movie at the same time. Do you understand that? That makes sense?
Yeah.
That's why I liked Beyond Two Souls. God, just brain fart. Just had it. Until Dawn. The first one.
Yeah.
With God, I can't think of her name now, but you know what I'm talking about. I mean, that was a good game too. I mean, really good game. Yeah, I'm old school. I like story-driven games. I mean, that's all it was back in the day. There was no multiplayer. Call me old school. I like story-driven games. I love playing with my friends and in multiplayer games, shooters, whatever. But I still enjoy a very good, story, a campaign. And Until Dawn.
It's the only thing I'll play. I don't give a fuck about multiplayer.
But I thought Until Dawn was
in Division, sir.
He was just testing it.
He wasn't really playing with this. Coop had to keep telling him, "Hey, get back over here. We need to stick together."
He's like, fuck this team.
Yeah, trying to use us to try to take some kills for him too.
I thought Until Dawn was really well done. A very good game, and who knows if we'll ever see a sequel to that one. I would say Titanfall, but hopefully there's, pretty sure there's a Titanfall.
Yeah, supposedly 3's in the works. So
yeah, then it gets.
If them fuckers do not have BT7274 in it and Jack Cooper, I'm gonna boycott.
I'm still gonna buy it, but I'll
buy it, but I'll let you play it first.
Yeah, hey, no problems there. I'll hype it up.
Do you remember the ending?
Yeah,
they had the helmet, Jack Cooper's helmet at the end. and that led you to believe that the little computer chip or that little thing in BT's eye, where basically it was his eye, it was his memory. That was kind of leading you to believe, like, hey, maybe it was a cliffhanger. Like maybe Jack BT's consciousness is in that. That's what I'm hoping for. Because if you haven't played the campaign on Titanfall, and I'm pretty sure all of us have, you suck. I love that story, dude. That's one of the best. And I got flack about that on Twitter, saying this was a long time ago now, but saying that's one of the best like campaign modes or campaign stories I've played in a very long time.
Yeah, it really surprised me with the first one not having
one, and then they knocked it out of the park that much.
Yeah,
I mean, Jack Cooper and BT, they sucked you in and made you emotionally invested in both of them. How good it was. How BT sacrificed himself, you know what I'm saying, to save Jack, and then he ends up coming back right before the end with a new body. I'm like, yes! I almost cried when BT died. Like, no!
Sir, you can't have a good story in multiplayer campaigns. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Overrated, if you ask me.
Fuck's that, Mr. Negativity.
I will agree. I'll say this about Titanfall 2. The first one I love. There was no campaign. It was like an online campaign. They shoehorned it in. Let's be honest. The Titans you could customize every which way you wanted to, and I love that. But there's only 3 of them. There was only 3 Titans. Yes. They gave us 6, 7. I forget now, 6, 7, because I don't count them all the time anymore. 6, 7 Titans, but they're locked to a certain loadout. No. Take it, go back. Okay, give us multiple Titans, but let me pick my own gun. Yeah. Let me pick my own loadout. I want more Titans. Let me camo them, paint job, put stickers on them, whatever. I'll have a sticker on the front that goes, fuck you.
Solar powered as well. So
give me a beer.
Yeah, exactly. It's just solar panes on it.
Give me a beer sticker and a cigarette sticker and a flip you off sticker, and I'll put that on my Titan. But let me put all the loadout on him I want to. I will say that. That's what they need to do.
Yeah,
solar powered Titans. It's a fucking future.
Hell, I want my own Titan to drive to work so I can kick them fuckers out of my way in traffic. Like, go away, get out of here.
Yep.
Just spell it Isabella.
Yeah, Isabella.
One more thing before we switch topics. NBA Live is more dead than Lawbreakers.
Is
so
it?
What? So what
you say? Lawbreakers? What are you doing? Reading history?
What's a lawbreaker?
What they need to do, what EA needs to do, is get rid of that shit and bring back NBA Street.
Oh, they're too busy making remasters of fucking races. There, let's leave them to it.
And trying to figure out how to get that Star Wars game.
They're busy remastering remasters, brother.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah.
Well,
shit.
I was
going to say there's so many games, man.
Yeah.
So many games that we've played on the 360 and the original Xbox and the PS1 and PS2. I mean, they've honestly, and we all know, you can see it for yourself. These developers and publishers have stopped making a lot of these games, these type of games. Like the Destruction Derby for the first PlayStation. Never saw it. I enjoyed that. Wrecking into fools, but one time done.
Yeah.
It's like I understand. I think I understand why. Because now they're so with social media, it's such a big thing. It's like developers are scared to try something new because as soon as they announce something like "You suck," that game sucks. You got all kinds of people hating on them. I'm like, and they're like, "Fuck it, why make something new? Why bring out a new idea when we're just gonna get shit on when we post a possibility, just a possibility of the game coming out?"
Yeah,
they get so much flack. I don't blame them. It sucks, but I don't blame them.
People need to give Xbox credit and Remedy for at least attempting Quantum Break. Like,
yes. Oh, I do.
That just came out of nowhere. It's like, oh shit, what's this? Like we all saw it first time at E3. And yes, it wasn't. Like the way Witty played it and all that. It wasn't the greatest game. It did have its flaws. But overall, it was a cool concept. Like,
yes,
if they do a sequel, it could be, so
much. When have we ever seen a game like that, Fastback? When have we? Never.
Oh yeah,
and we'll never see it again. You know that.
Yeah, and we haven't even got an Alan Wake 2 yet, too.
Nope.
Slow motion diving.
So this next game that they're supposedly working on, that's going to be on multiple plats, could be an all new game.
Could be.
I heard something about. Did y'all hear something about a? I think I read it. I don't remember if I read it or heard it. I can't remember now. Another Devil May Cry coming out.
Remaster.
No remaster.
It's already remastered.
This emo Dante and bring it back to old school with the blonde haired cool ass Dante. Yes. If they're gonna make one. I didn't know if y'all had heard about that or read it.
But for Switch though, right?
What, running at 480i? No, I'm good.
Hey, there was that article from Kotaku that said that thank goodness that the Switch doesn't have as much power because it's getting all these great, unique games. I'm like, okay. I mean, they get a lot of cool games.
Great, unique games mean indie titles.
Pretty much.
So speaking of Nintendo, I've got a massive fucking piece of cardboard with a 4K TV coming. I'm out making Nintendo toilet.
No.
Yeah, the Nintendo. Hell yeah.
You brought up Nintendo. I posed this question to Salty on Monday on the X Power. I was like, how long do you think is really going to be feasible for the Switch? Because Nintendo's already come out and said they're not doing a revision of the Switch. And we already know it's underpowered as hell. It's not even as powerful as the OG Xbox or the OG PS4. I mean, how long do you think this is going to be feasible? I mean, let's be honest. The thing started out underpowered. Nintendo fans can jump for joy. It's portable. It's home portable. Hey, yeah, kumbaya. Let's get a latte. Either way, it's already underpowered. Started out underpowered. How long do you think that's actually going to be feasible and going to work for Nintendo? Really? I don't see it. I don't see it lasting long. I don't see it lasting long.
Oh no, it's going to be around for a long time, sir.
No. I'm saying.
But you're talking about the Switch.
I'm saying the current version of the Switch. They said they won't do a revision of the console.
I don't think they have a problem waiting for a while because they're getting games already made for it. Some of these third-party developers, they're willing to work around and get their games ported on there to where they do work on the Switch. And I think until majority of homes have 4K TVs in them, they're probably not going to, do 4K, Switch until then.
Well, I ain't even worried about 4K Switch. I was just talking about like 1080p Switch. I mean,
but the thing is, if their games like Mario and Zelda don't need that full 1080p or.
But I was talking like Nintendo has a problem with getting third parties. We already know that, and that started with the
Wii.
The Wii, and I want to see Nintendo, succeed like they used to back in the day, because some of my best memories are with the Nintendo, Sega Master System, the Sega Genesis, and Super Nintendo. The Super Nintendo was a juggernaut. It was way better than the Nintendo 64. It was 64 was good, but I just don't see the Switch. It can't. I mean,
well, they're slowly getting there. You got to give credit. I mean, there have been some third-party developers already coming out.
Like Doom, and Doom's supposed. It looks good on that tiny ass screen. I got that. Or L.A. Noire, but how old was that game?
Skyrim. Well, true, but you figured the majority of Nintendo, those who only like Nintendo,
Nintendo fanboys,
Xbox and PS4.
Yeah.
So now they get to try some of these games that they never played before. So
I was just posing that question as a person that's been around and seen the trends, and I want Nintendo to be successful, but they always do what they want to do. They
are successful. The Switch is the best-selling console ever. Period.
It's
everything. It sold more in fucking first 10 months than any console has ever sold.
Yeah.
I guess I just want to see Nintendo get back to the where they were. You know what I'm saying? With what we grew up with.
See, I see where Jake was coming from, and as from somebody who bought the Switch a couple months ago, I don't care about Nintendo's third party because that's why I have an Xbox or even a PlayStation. Yeah. So as long as they keep giving me the exclusives, the Nintendo exclusives, then I'm good.
But
that's
wouldn't
just
you?
My point of view.
But I totally agree with you, Dirty. I mean, I got that. But wouldn't you love to see Nintendo the way we grew up with Nintendo, where Nintendo was like the juggernaut and had like everything?
Yeah, that would be lovely.
I don't think it's ever going to happen because back then they were the juggernaut. There was nobody to compete with,
other than Sega, and it was just them two, pretty much. Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah.
I guess I'm nostalgic.
I think for another console to come out that's got a web alt third parties on it, it's like the talk of that another Dreamcast coming out or Google doing theirs, and it's like there's already a console out there unless Google will come out with a console that you can play Android fucking games on. Then it was going to seriously start buying the AAA games on that. Probably no one, because they've already chose the boxes. They've already got the preference for the boxes that they want to play on.
I guess I'm just being nostalgic.
No, I get you. Yeah.
If Xbox or Sony like stepped out, then it'd give fucking someone else opportunity to come in. But otherwise, I don't see fucking console maker coming in. It's not got to be able to get a foothold.
Yeah, if you look at all three of them, they all doing their pretty much. They have their own way of doing things.
Yes,
so there's certain things that you want.
Microsoft damn sure does.
You know,
we've only had made two console manufacturers at a time for the most part. You know, anymore it's just oversaturation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you just can't afford all plats, and then if you had all plats, how the fuck are you gonna play every game? Your backlog is just even, 3 times more.
Well, I won't call me because I'm old school and I'm nostalgic. I just won't, and maybe Nintendo fans are different now. Maybe they're different than what we were, growing up. I would love Nintendo, and I guess maybe Nintendo fans are so hardcore, just like they only want exclusive to Nintendo exclusives. I would love to see the Switch in a position, power-wise, with its little console, and it's cool as shit. I'll give it that. It's cool as shit. But for them, if they don't want to buy Sony or don't want to buy, Microsoft's consoles, for them to be able to experience the games that we do third-party wise. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I get you. But Nintendo wants to go that route, but they probably won't.
No, they're doing cardboard now. Fucking I get cardboard when I order a fucking pizza.
Save that shit. You can make things out of it.
That would be a dream come true, having all that power in a handheld.
No, that's where I'm going with that, Dirty. I was like, come on, Nintendo. Like, would it be a badass Switch? If they had like 6 teraflops, and then I know it had to be a huge Switch. I'm not being realistic, but 6 teraflops of computing power in this little ass thing. Wouldn't that be a console seller? Holy crap! I would go buy one.
No, sir, we don't want our Mario and Zelda looking realistic, sir. Come on.
You don't want them looking 4K? Come on, man.
No, sir. Yeah, maybe if they do kind of like what Sony and Xbox did, and do like a just an upgraded Switch.
Dude, they could do full motion video on the Switch in 6 teraflops with Danny DeVito playing Mario. Come on.
Fucking hell.
No,
Is he
sir.
still alive?
All right, let me before we get too long in the party chat.
You don't know what
let me
right,
see if I can remember what games that I was gonna bring up. Okay, I don't know if you guys remember this. This is going back to Sega Genesis.
Sega.
Another World. Remember that?
Yes.
And they did
Another World. Yeah, I don't know if I ever played it.
It is BC, so you can play here, and I think even PS4.
Was that before Christ?
You don't remember the game? Okay, you don't remember it back then? It was kind of like a 3D side scroll game where
was it on the Master System or the Genesis?
The Genesis. No, wait.
Genesis.
Yeah, Genesis.
I
remember playing it. Me and my brother would take turns trying to beat different levels. It's BC on Xbox.
Is it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
Fucking hell.
Ready.
Oh shit.
Ready.
Beer.
But no, I would like to see them, because this, I don't know who did this game, but it was, I don't know if Sega owns it or whatever, but I would like to see them, maybe, do a sequel, because what it is you start, some guy is in this lab, right? He's doing some kind of experiment, and somehow he gets sucked into another world. Like the computer kind of sucks him through, kind of like Tron in a way, right?
Tron, yeah.
Okay, so but he gets sucked into this another world, and he's kind of you don't know what the hell's going on. So then he gets captured, and he ends up befriending this other creature or whatever, alien or whatever it was, and they kind of help each other get out.
Well, Fastback, you need to promote the original Tron while you're talking about that, so people understand what type of game you're talking about. Jeff Bridges.
Yeah, Jeff Bridges.
Jeff Bridges in the original Tron. What was it? 1979. Whatever.
Nah, it wasn't that far back.
83.
83. Maybe 83.
Right, yeah. 83. You need to go watch that movie. Better than the Tron remake.
I like it the other way around. I've watched the first one, and I can hardly watch that.
Yeah, look. Yeah, no, yeah, Jago, I'm sorry. Maybe back then when I was a kid, it was different. This is cool. But I tried watching the original, and I fell asleep, sir. I am sorry.
Really?
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
Yes.
Nope. I shit you not, man. I mean, I like this. I really like the story of the first one, but I do too.
The story. That's where I was going with it. The story is better. Of course, the CGI is not going to be up to par.
CGI and the acting were trash in the first one.
Oh yeah, it was 1983.
Yeah.
The story was better in the first one.
July 9th, 1982. Yeah,
but they did a good job with the sequel. They kind of paid homage to it, and
they expanded on it.
Yeah, they did.
And what's the name of this game? Fastback.
It's called
Another World.
Another World.
Another World.
Yeah.
You say it's back. Oh, I know. Trust me. Back and pat on the Xbox.
Yep.
They've got the 20th anniversaries on.
It's in the store.
Xbox.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look that up. It's in the store. How much is it?
Shit. Cheap.
Yeah, shit.
It's got to be cheap because it came out in 91.
Like 50 cents. I ain't talking about the rapper.
Yeah, I don't know how much it is.
I'll look it up. I'll look it up.
That's the $19, something like that.
I'll look it up. Sounds cool. You said Tron. I'm in.
Yeah, I mean it is almost like a Tron-like story.
Yeah.
Another one, Mad Max. I like to see Mad Max sequel.
Oh fuck yeah, brother! Mad Max.
I like to see them kind of build upon it. Maybe a little more.
You're talking the first Mad Max, right? Not the sequels. The first Mad Max. The first one was the best one.
Well, I'm talking about the movie, the game, not the movie.
Oh, you're talking about actually Mad Max the movie. I thought you were talking about. Okay,
sir, we're talking games, sir. Come on. Now. We're going for another 2 hours.
Gotcha.
No, but yeah, no, the game. I think it was an underrated game.
It was.
And people are going back checking it out because it's in Game Pass too, and they're pleasantly
Really good
surprised because you feel like when you're in that vehicle and you're running around, you feel like a badass, and then you're over there smashing into other cars and then trying to kick their ass and flip them over.
Story was pretty good too.
Yeah,
in that game.
Yeah, no, it is pretty good. But I like to see more expanded on it. Probably bring more story to it. Maybe
I don't think we ever will though.
Yeah.
When there's 95 dirty, fucking hell.
No, Xavier is saying that he had a PC back in the day. I'm just asking him, did it have Windows 95?
Didn't even have USBs, mate. I don't know.
Just so you know, Jago, Another World is $7.99 on the Xbox Store.
Yeah. Oh, it's cheap.
There you go. Mike said it was made by Interplay.
I don't know.
Yeah, Mike, NOG. He knows. Yep. He was Mr. Sega.
Hey, Jago, don't you want a sequel to Way of the Warrior?
Yes, I sure do. Naughty Dog's first, like one of their first titles, and it was a Mortal Kombat knockoff, but I enjoyed that game thoroughly. I did. I ain't gonna lie. I love that game.
I never got to play it.
The controls were shit, but me and my buddies had so much fun with that game. Dude, one of the best parts of that game was the skull that talked and introduced the game. Welcome to the Way of the Warrior. And he's explaining all that. I was like, oh my God, it's so good. The Way of the Warrior was shit, dude. Controls were shit, though. They were shit.
I'm surprised that no one here brought up. Well, real quick, my third one. This is going to be my last one. KOTOR 3.
Yes.
Knights of the Old Republic. I'm going to feel like a fraud. I never played it.
Oh, those games are awesome.
Or at least do a reboot, because they're not, of course, Xbox or whoever is going to do it. But the thing is, until Disney decides to figure out how they want to do canon for the Old Republic, it's not going. No one's going to do it until they decide. Okay, this is the direction we want to do with the Old Republic. Because
what was that on?
It's canon.
Fastback. Where was it released? The 64 the first time?
The KOTOR?
No, KOTOR is Xbox. Xbox exclusive.
I have no clue because I never played it.
KOTOR 2 was on 360, right?
No, both of them were. Both are OG. They're playable to some extent on the 360, but they were OG.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, see, while you guys were playing KOTOR, I was playing Halo.
I played Halo too, but I was all over that KOTOR back then.
Well, you know me, I'm a Star Trek fan more so than a Star Wars. So
yes, and you may not be back the next show, but
yeah, come on, man.
Scott has killed himself in the fucking Enterprise. That's why.
Star Trek was the shit, brother. I blamed that on my dad. That was my dad's fault.
I love Star Trek.
Star
Trek there's no good animation like the Rebels, Star Wars Rebels. I recommend that to anybody. If you haven't seen it, binge watch it. And it just ended. The series finale just happened Monday, very good. If you like Star Wars, it's a nice ending, nice surprise. So,
well, I'll recommend this for anybody who's never watched Star Trek, and they don't want to. Yeah, the original. I've seen them all. They don't want to watch the 60s version of Star Trek. One of the best Star Treks to start on is TNG, The Next Generation, with Patrick Stewart. Yeah, Patrick Stewart. Captain Picard. One of the best ones. Yep.
What's wrong with the green aliens with 3 titties? Come on now.
I know nothing wrong with them, but it's that's so old. People nowadays will not get into that.
Yeah, it's just like, well, they just painted themselves with some green makeup and stuffed something in their shirt to give it.
Some of William Shatner's overacting back in the day. Yeah, no, they won't get into that.
You couldn't get into that shit.
TNG's where you need to start. If you're a youngster that rewatches this podcast or watching it now, TNG is where to start.
And Siberia was saying that he had a gateway. That was one of my first. No, that was my second PC.
My parents' first PC was a gateway.
Yeah,
I think mine too.
Yeah.
The only thing I did on it was because it was a new thing. It was the internet. We had dial-up.
Been about a minute or two listening to that fucking shit.
Yeah.
That's what Prophet's got now.
Yeah, I think that's what Prophet's got. Yeah.
I used to play Doom at 10 frames per second. Good times.
Yeah.
That was good shit, Dirty. That was good shit back then.
We were still able to play games though.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Still figuring it out.
Yep.
Yeah. Other than that, that's about it. That was the only topic that we had as far as sequels. Like I'm surprised no one brought up.
Let me ask you guys a question that's played KOTOR. Is it worth buying? Because it's back in Pat now, right?
Yeah. Well, the first one is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The first one.
Yeah.
Is it because you know how limited my game time is in my situation? If you know me, is it worth buying and playing through now?
You'll probably need the strategy guide or look it up online to really.
Is it that hard? Holy shit!
There's some parts in there that
there are some difficult parts, but
I mean, you could probably do it without it, but it's like probably like $10 on Xbox Store or something like that.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I mean, is it worth picking up? Is it that good a game?
Yeah,
I know you're fans. I know you're fans. But be honest.
If you like RPGs,
Final Fantasy, yeah.
Well, no, it's more in the vein. It's pretty much the precursor to what Mass Effect kind of became.
Yeah.
Well, I like Mass Effect too.
Yeah. I mean, or you can go the light side or the dark side.
Yeah,
you can
I
want to treat them. Yeah,
I like Fable.
Turn-based combat.
Yeah.
I was a fan of Fable. You know, I mean, the first one. Never played any of the rest of them. You could like change your appearance depending on what you did to people in like the community. You would get like evil or good. It's like one of those.
Yeah, you get to choose the dark side or the light side, and it also affects the NPCs around you.
Yeah, the people on your ship that you recruit on your ship. You know, some people may not even come with you, depending on, you know, if you're like going total dark side or something. Some people won't even that storyline with them is gone, and you can. Yeah. I don't remember if you could do it in the first one, but I know in the second one you could train some of your crew to become Jedi.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it sounds cool.
It's a cool game. It's definitely one of my. I'd say it's probably one of my all-time favorites from the OG.
I know it's yours. I've heard you say that more than one time. Corey, like
it's good.
Yeah, KOTOR.
The only problem is it's one of those games that'll probably never get a sequel because, man, you know, Star Wars and Disney, you never know where they're gonna go.
Right.
Not
nowadays.
I'm surprised no one brought up even Sunset Overdrive 2.
No, I was going to say Sunset Overdrive, but I mean, it's such a new game. I mean, because I enjoyed Sunset Overdrive. Don't get me wrong, I beat it twice, but there's other games I enjoyed more, like Quantum Break, because I'm such a time travel and I'm a sci-fi fanatic, and that gave me the sci-fi element I was looking for. In Quantum Break,
you know, and I've talked about this too with Coop before. It's like I liked Sunset Overdrive, but I don't like. I felt like it was a complete game of itself.
Yes,
I don't feel like it
needed a sequel
to explain anything more than what they gave you there.
Rise, Son of Rome would need a sequel before Sunset Overdrive.
Like Son of Rome, because you know you can have even different characters. Like Rome, there's just vast history there to where you can,
I agree with
have
you.
A whole complete story, and
I'm the same way with Sunset Overdrive.
But I felt like brought out too, like tweeted,
one and done.
Like okay, if Xbox can't do anything with Crytek to, right? It's Crytek, right?
Yeah.
To get a Rise sequel, I was thinking, why don't they find somebody to help them do. You know how like Halo, Halo came first, but then they had Halo Wars 2.
Yeah.
Well, Xbox, Microsoft, whatever, they have Age of Empires, right? Why can't they do something connected with that and build their own third-person action story connected with Age of Empires. I mean, you know, there's so much they can do with that too, right. And then it'd be their own, you know, and then they have that a connection with Age of Empires, like Halo Wars 2 with the, you know, Halo. So I brought that up too, but
no, I agree with you, Fastback. I think Sunset Overdrive felt like a one and done game.
I do too, and I feel like Xbox, they can just get with the Insomniac and say, look, you know, I even brought up in tweet, I said, well, you know, what's out there right now that's famous, that's getting a lot of buzz, like, you know, like Spider-Man is very, you know, famous. A lot of people like it. It's going to do well on the PS4 when it comes out. So I'm like, well, what else could Insomniac do as far as a superhero? I'm like, shit, why don't they do Black Panther?
Well, let's damn.
You know, that's in the works.
Damn the superheroes.
Else. Yeah.
I mean, there's so many characters, comic book characters. Damn the superheroes. Give me a fantastically made, no like movie tie-in bullshit like Venom or Carnage or Deathstroke or the bad guys or a Reverse Flash. I mean, come on. There's so many cool bad guys. Give me a bad guy video game and not tied in with a movie because they all suck most times. Not that.
Yeah, not tied in with the movie. But I mean, you look at the Spider-Man that they're doing, it's not tied in with the movie.
Oh, I know.
It's kind of its standalone, you know, Spider-Man game.
When's the last time you seen a good, like, bad guy, like superhero bad guy game? Name me one. Where's it at?
I mean, we didn't even get. That's what we were supposed to get with this Battlefront 2. We didn't even.
No, we didn't get that. Yeah. Give me Venom. Venom. Hell, Apocalypse, Doomsday. Anybody. I think that would be cool as shit and would sell. Don't tie it into a movie. Fuck that. Do it because you know most time when they do a movie, a game that's tied into with a movie, they half-ass shit, and it's sloppy. They just want to. They're just trying to make money on that tie-in.
Yeah.
Just give me a good like villain game. Like you know, do that.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, the Carnage and the Venom that would be badass.
Or any. Like, I mean, Thanos on the upcoming Avengers movie. Thanos, you know, but nobody does that because I guess superheroes are more popular.
Well, no, I think it's more that because it cost you a shit ton to get fucking marketing rights to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You might as well just create your fucking own characters at that point.
You're probably right.
But I mean, Xbox has the money.
They do.
They have the fucking money to at least go get one big, thing that's out there, at least once,
Yeah, one time.
Big one-time deal. Not, no
That's why we see all these remasters and these remasters and all this shit that's redone. Like God of War. I love God of War. I'm a God of War fan since day one. I even played the PSP versions of them. But now, and I love Gears and I love Halo, but we're on Halo 6 coming up and Gears 5 and stop.
You need to say, look, just end the franchise. It's like I said earlier, there's not wrong with games that have got to done the trilogy or whatever and just left it at that. Like, the story's fucking done. Leave it where it is and go make something else instead.
Yeah. But sometimes the money talks, and it's like Xbox or Microsoft. It's like when they saw how much money Halo was bringing in, they're like, "Oh shit!" Bungie moving on, but Halo still needs to go on.
Well, you got to realize now that back in the day when we grew up, the only feedback that developers got or publishers got was with the magazine when they came in, or the email was still new, and not a lot of people used it, and only the negative feedback they got was like through like snail mail and blah blah blah, email, whatever. Now social media is like instant, bam.
Yeah.
That sucks. That sucks. That sucks. I think they're gun shy to make anything new because you don't like y'all were talking earlier. We don't see the games and the genres that we used to see, and it's true. Just look at the pattern. Now they're on a remaster.
Yeah,
Fuck that.
they're afraid to dump a bunch of money into something that's not going to return.
Yeah. And now the gaming industry is so expensive, AAA wise. And I'll be honest, that's on the things I give a shit about anymore because I used to buy everything as a kid. Fuck that. I don't do that anymore. I got bills. But you don't now you spend your money. They're so afraid to do anything. They'll just remaster, try to reboot, make something look prettier to make $1. Stop that. But I think it's has a lot to do with social media. That sucks, dude. It's terrible.
I guess it all depends on a certain game.
It's one of the biggest disappointments about this the amount of remasters we get. I understand some of them and that lot, but for the most part, it's just like, who asked for this shit?
Well, who asked for a Call of Duty every year? Nobody. I guess
millions.
People that keep buying it.
Yeah, well, I got that, but
That's the problem? Money.
Do you actually? And I play Call of Duty. I don't play all of them. I didn't buy Black Ops 3. I didn't buy Infinite Warfare. I rented it. Do we ask for them every year? Honestly, no. But they
see, that's the problem. Is like you and us here, we've all been gaming for a while, right? So we've been through the Call of Duties when they first came out, and we were all excited for them right back then. But we kind of outgrew them. But the thing is, the kids that are growing up, that
it's new to them,
allowed to play them, and it's like GTA. All these kids who keep dropping their nuts as they get older, and now they're old enough to go buy the game now because mom and dad will say, "Yeah, you're old enough to." That's why the game keeps selling because it's like taboo. It's like I can't play it when I'm between early years, but get to that age, it's like, yep, there they go, buying it again. Go buy it.
The guys on this podcast are stuck in a weird time. We are. Yeah, we're old school and we're in the new school, and we don't understand a lot of things that are going on because we can't condone them, but they still happen.
Yeah.
Well, that's true.
It's funny that Call of Duty's upped its fucking release date by a month because it shit its pants about Red Dead. I didn't see that to be quite fair. Pretty fucking.
And then Days Gone they delayed it till next year.
Next year, I saw that.
That sucks.
I always thought Days Gone was going to be for 19. I never saw it for this year. There's too many games coming out.
Remember what I said last E3, man? I said that Sony's big free games that got a release in the same year. I knew that God of War would got a release this year, and one of either Spider-Man or Days Gone would be delayed to 2019.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, it's if you go release your big free games all in the same year when you've only got maybe one major game for the next couple of years.
Well, I think they look at it too. Days Gone is a new IP, so you can't. They kind of want to let's do it next year in the spring to where it can do well because Spider-Man's probably. I think it can hold up in the fall, even with Red Dead Redemption. Because it's Spider-Man. I mean, it's going to sell well. So,
well, as long as it gets out by September, it should be good.
And I'm gonna piss a lot of people off. I was more excited for Days Gone than I was State of Decay 2.
Oh shit!
I'm with you, Jago. I'm with you.
Well, two people that never get back on the show.
No.
I mean, I'm curious and I'm excited for Days Gone. It's just that I want to see more.
I played the first State of Decay 2, and I mean, I'm being honest. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna shitcoat it. I thought it was trash. I did because I'm like, I can't get behind this game. Sorry.
No, it's not for everybody, but it does have a following, and it did well to where it greenlit a sequel.
Yeah.
Like we're saying, we're all talking about sequels. Is that these games, they need you know, for them to get greenlit a sequel, they have to do well the first time enough to.
You want me to lie, Fastback? You want me to lie? I'm not gonna lie, brother.
No. I'm okay. Like it's not your thing. Like,
no.
I went back and played it.
I'd rather play
enjoy it.
Dead Island 2 than fucking State of Decay 2.
No, I see that. That's funny. I played Dead Island, and I'm like, I
didn't care for Dead Island.
Yeah, it's just not
Dead Island sucked.
They're sitting on my fucking hard drive. So I've got to play it.
State of Decay 2.
No, sir.
Dead Island sucked ass. Dead Island was terrible too.
But
and all the suck ass. The fucking achievements are fucking queer as well. Fucking, I'm like,
yeah. But I think
at least it had a good matchmaking system. You can't knock it on that.
Yeah.
Unlike everything else.
What was the zombie game that the Dead Island developers did? Oh, God, I can't think of it right now. 2015.
I forgot the name.
You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about, but I forgot the name as well.
Oh shit, that was a good game. It was a really good game.
Hey, Dirty, you and Jago, if you're gonna do your own podcast, call it Dirty Jago. Dirty
or Jago's dirty.
Jago's dirty.
Dying Light. Talk about Dying Light.
Dying Light. Yes. I was about to go look at the box because I couldn't remember the freaking name. Yeah, Dying Light. That was a good game. Bring me another one of those.
Yeah, and that could still happen.
Island.
That wasn't it had a lot of good reviews.
It was good. It was really good.
Supporting that.
And the multiplayer was really good on that. Some creepy shit at night on that.
What was that, Coop? They stopped supporting it?
No, so they're still supporting
it. Yeah. But I mean, we just saw not too long ago that there was a hint of there's a Walking Dead game in work, and then there's
I'm looking forward to that.
Yep. Was it Z? You know, like the movie, the
World War Z.
Yeah,
World War Z. Yeah.
Let's go old school. We want the Lost in Space game. We want the Land of the Giants game.
There you go. Let's go. Land of the Lost. How about that?
Yep.
Yeah, Land of the Lost. Yes.
Give me a
the Night Rider game.
Bonanza. You gotta have the Bonanza game.
Just give me a video game version of Super Mario Brothers, the movie back in the day.
Oh.
So you're gonna have to cut. Stop drinking, sir.
No, I'm kidding. Trust me, I'm kidding. That was garbage.
Let's do one based off of Dragon. Shit. The fighting one. Can't believe I can't remember.
Fighting dragons. You talking about Bruce Lee? Got you. I'm down with that.
No, the side scroll where Double Dragon.
Double Dragon. Yeah. Golden Axe. Come on. Altered Beast. Why haven't they revisited that?
Because that was previous gens.
I'm still waiting on. Maybe I was crazy. Maybe I was hallucinating. I'm
always hallucinating.
I wasn't drinking at the time that I watched the conference when Microsoft said it. It might have been in 2013, 14, 15. I don't remember now. They said they were bringing out a new new Battletoads game. Where's that at?
I think Phil Spencer was just wearing a Battletoads shirt. Yeah, that's what I think happened. I don't think he said anything about.
I could have swore they said something about a new Battletoads game. Maybe they were like.
Happened. I mean, you got Battletoads in Killer Instinct, right?
Yes,
and maybe that's what he was. I could have sworn they said new Battletoads game. I had to go look that up.
Yeah,
I could have sworn they said new Battletoads game. I mean, give me a new Battletoads game.
I mean, Rare is probably look. Sea of Thieves is not the only goddamn game that Rare is gonna do. Like
hope not.
Sea of Thieves, we're not gonna do anymore. I'm pretty sure they have other games that are just sitting there.
They got
early
plenty.
Development. Yeah. So it's just we'll see. But what's funny? I started this podcast or this party chat early, thinking, okay, maybe I'll get off a little bit earlier.
No, you fell.
2 hours in. But still less than the DazCast. So.
Oh shit!
Oh, if we want to compete, just go to 2 hours.
Don't let me get food in here.
That was like almost 4 hours. I looked at it on the YouTube. It was right at like 4 hours almost. Holy
Is that
crap.
the record? I don't think I've ever seen it.
39 minutes.
Yep, that's right.
I don't think I've ever seen a podcast that long.
I don't think so.
Y'all be NOG. Mike is, let's see if Mike can do it this Sunday.
What made it go longer was too much food jumped in, and we've been trying to like.
And that's
like,
all the reason he came in was to make it go longer.
We had been trying to end it for like probably an hour, and then too much food jumped in, and Daz goes, "Holy shit!"
Go ahead, Siberia, jump in, sir. Come on.
Fuck it.
Jump in.
I dare you, Siberia. Oh, he'll jump in now.
He will. He'll do it.
He can. Hey, the invite's there. If you want to jump in, you jump in.
Jump in anytime.
If I didn't enjoy talking to you, all you guys here on the W.D.F.C. and the DazCast and Attack the Glitcher, I would not be here. I'll just put that out there.
Oh yeah, well, that's why we're only in certain places.
I need to wash my ass and haven't done it yet.
Whoa!
It's not that kind of podcast. It's not that kind of party chat.
It's not the dirty cast.
It's not the dirty cast.
No. I'm saying I'm dirty. And I'm dirty.
Dirty Jago.
Call me Dirty J right now.
Yeah, that's the true Dirty J.
Call me Dirty J right now. I need to wash and I haven't done it. Just for you.
Stinky baby. Wash, stinky baby. Right, ready.
Beer.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Shit.
Well, let's start doing our outros, and then if Siberia wants to come in and just say shit,
tell us to fuck off.
Next week, Siberia, we got you.
Siberia can come and do his outro.
Hey guys, I'm out.
I'm still tired from the DazCast on Wednesday, but I'll see y'all next week. We'll start off with Dirty J, Mr. Dirty Jago.
Dirty Jago.
That's Dirty Jago.
Now I'm confused.
Dirty Jago.
Dirty J. Where can we find you? Where are you going to be next? And what's the next adventure? Or Twitter?
I might spontaneously show up on the DazCast and right here. Mm-hmm. And you can find me on Twitter at DirtyJ77. And that's about it.
Yes, sir.
I know where I can find you right now, Dirty. You're at home.
Turn it off, Dirty. Turn it off.
Turn around. You see me.
I can see you right now.
Jaco's peeking through the window.
Pinging you right now.
I am not turning around.
Jago, what's going on with you, sir? Where can we find you? What's next?
Well, you can find me. You can find me most time at work or in the recliner of sleep because I'm tired. Or other than that, you can find me on Xbox Live, Twitter, YouTube at Jago Kukin or Jago Kukin. And you can find me on PlayStation at Tuscany34 because Sony's retarded and won't let me change my old gamer tag. Or other than that, you can find me on a DazCast. You can find me right here on this great podcast and on Monday nights on the Attack the Glitches podcast.
There you go. Nice. And we appreciate you jumping in with this.
No, I appreciate all you guys. All you guys are fantastic. All y'all.
Mr. Stinking Corpse.
Oh, you can find me on Twitter at Stinking Corpse. You can find me on Xbox Live, the same, Stinking Corpse. PlayStation is X Stinking X. And probably see me on tonight through probably Sunday trying to play some shit. So
nice. And, real quick, too, and I definitely enjoyed the DM chat. We go back and forth and shit. And, just tweeting back and forth, with you guys. So I definitely recommend everybody to follow you guys.
I try, but holy shit, I can't keep up with you guys.
Poor Mike. You guys kind of blew up Mike's phone.
Yeah, he left.
But definitely, you guys, the link is there in the DM. So, click the link to the Discord.
If I'm at home in time, brother, I will be here.
Yeah.
Put it that way.
Excellent. Mr. Coop.
Yo. Yeah,
Who've been quiet tonight because we've been so loud.
No,
His Oculus.
I've actually been. I'm still trying to. My Oculus is bricked. My freaking Rift is bricked. So I've been actually trying to get going back and forth with support here, trying to figure out what the hell's going on. But yeah, you catch me. I'm trying to stream a few days a week. I got one day on the NLG channel on Twitch. What day I streamed that little that new Monster Energy Supercross game?
Yeah,
streamed a little bit of that. That game was kind of fun. It's not worth $60 though, man. That's not enough there for $60.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Yeah,
it should be a $30 game.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then also on my Mixer channel, just the same as my gamer tag, my name here, and every Friday here, 3 p.m. Pacific. Or 2:30
shit, brother.
30 or whatever.
Mr. Daz.
Yo.
Yo, Daz.
Are we gonna have a DazCast next week?
Yeah, we are. Yeah,
most definitely.
Yeah,
we're gonna go for 5 hours next week.
We'll start at 9:30.
Yeah, you might as well.
Yeah, we'll start early.
Yeah, find me at Twitter, UK.DAZ.FASTBACK.COOP. Same on YouTube. Also find me here every Friday. And when I don't fall off the full fucking course of the Isle of Man TT race more than 4 times, you'll see me streaming it next week.
Nice.
Yes. But it's 4 times in a fucking 20-minute race is not bad.
Damn good. That guy I was watching stream, he fell off about 2-3 times a lap. We're on it, short laps.
I've got the handling on semi-pro as well. So
Daz, you think that game worth $60?
60? It's not 60 here, mate.
It is here.
It is, yeah.
You'd have to be a motorbike fan to pay that for it.
I love bikes, but I don't know.
Yeah,
it's kind of like how that motocross game was.
It's like I say, you get the full circuit, and then you get the different fucking sections. But I'm not that far into career yet, so I can't give you a proper estimate on it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So, but like I say, I'm going to play it a lot more. So
I'd say your best bet is wait a couple of months, and no doubt it'll be in a sale.
Yeah, it's like
I tried to rent it, but they don't have it at Redbox.
Yeah, I haven't played much of the career. I've only played the solo quick racing time trials at the moment. So you know what I mean. But your first achievement you'll get is falling off your bike 10 times.
I think the next racing game I'll buy will be Forza Horizon 4.
Yes.
Yep. And you know, and that one they need to do a custom Forza Horizon console bundle.
Yes.
Because they haven't done one yet for that series.
No. Nope. You're exactly right.
I got 2, right?
Everyone should download fucking download fucking Burnout Paradise remastered just to fucking get all the achievements.
I got Burnout Paradise. What's the difference?
The difference is you've got a new achievement list. Just fucking get all the achievements.
Bring that score up.
Was that the old lady in the background?
Yes.
I tell her I said,
hurry that fuck up.
Tell her I said supernatural for the win.
Yeah. Yeah, Jago says supernatural for the win because he fancies the fuckers as well. Yeah. Fucking team lover.
Before I get to Witty, real quick myself, you can find me on Twitter, Fastback6768. And I changed my gamer tag on Xbox to match, which is now Fastback6768. And I've done a couple streams on Twitch last 2 days. So doing some of that game that
I still gotta add you.
Jago's favorite game.
I'm such a lazy shithead.
I think we're already friends on the Xbox. So
I'm gonna have to check it.
Just double check. But
I know me and Coop are. Damn it.
On the Twitch, it's the same. Fastback6768. And playing Jago's favorite zombie game, State of the Game 1. So,
State of the Gay 1? State of the Gay?
Playing that one for Jago, for the Dirty J.
Double dippers.
Other than that, about it. Of course, you can find me here every Friday. Yeah, sometimes it might be 5:30 p.m. Eastern. Sometimes it might be 6 p.m. Eastern. Not who knows, or 7
or 6:15.
So we're flexible. Yeah. Either way, we're still doing 2-hour podcasts, so it's all good.
Like I said, if I can get here in time, I will always be here, brother.
Anytime, sir. Anytime.
Yes.
You jump in whenever. As long as you got your beer and you're good.
Dude, it ain't really about that. I just enjoy talking like games with just bullshitting games with good people.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate that. Mr. Witty.
Well,
Witty.
find me on a couch with a dog. Sexually assaulted because he's a dirty
a dog, a couch, a bong.
Let me guess, the dog in the picture, Witty.
Yeah, man. That's my beautiful little boy.
Yeah, that's Benson will fuck you up, Jago.
Although it doesn't seem too little when he's trying to thrust away at you.
I can't lay on the couch with my dog because my dog's a Great Dane and he likes to smother me. So I'm envious.
You can find me WittyMass27316 on Xbox and Twitter. And just
one thing, Witty, don't you ever try to quit the podcast again. I will come find you.
I don't think I'll quit, but I might have to have a week off here and there.
Yeah. Hey.
Week off, fine.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Someone else can take the W for him. Because really the W, it's not just stands for Witty, it stands for who. So anybody can be a who.
Yep.
Who the fuck is going to be taking over for Witty this week?
We'll call it a double. The double. The who.
What?
The
who.
Yeah. Other than that, Witty, what's the next game you're running?
I'm just installing in a minute. F1 2017.
Nice.
So it should be hopefully a nice easy 1000G on easy difficulty because there's not.
There's not.
Well, there's not a cat and else chance I'm playing with fucking manual gears on Formula 1.
No, I don't make no fucking difference. Man.
They go through them gears too quick, so yeah, I'll be passing on that. But just remember, people, who the fuck cares?
Exactly, Witty. Who the fuck cares?
Yes, sir. Just game.
Exactly.
And we're out.
Beer.
Beer.
Later.